Welcome. Welcome back to episode numero dos. We're here in Austria. It's a beautiful, quick little track. You might hear my keyboard a little bit in the background because I'm finicking around with some settings. That's all right. So yeah, we're here for round 11. That's loud. We're here for round 11 of our league. On screen, you do see Robin de Boss Robo doing his installation lap for the first lap of qualifying. I can and I will never understand this camera angle. We are halfway inside the car, but it's whatever. So, from last episode of today's episode, I think the last episode, was... actually, hold up. Let me pull up the app on my phone so I know exactly what I'm talking about here. Last episode was indeed, yes, Brazil. So yeah, we came up with a terrible one of that. I'll show you guys the standings. Last race, and we're just here in Austria. This is me and Lab's favorite track. Well, I don't know if I would say favorite, but it's up there. It's probably one of my favorites. With Mexico, I love Mexico. But yeah, as you can see, Scorp, it does go provisional pole with a 1-4. With 1-4-4. And yeah, so Robin de Boss loses it right there. And that's some front wing damage. And that is not the greatest start in the world for him, I must say. Still can't get over the camera angle, but we are now on Lab's camera angle. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I did not record my camera angle for this race because I don't even know why. I just did not record the race, which was kind of stupid. They were qualifying. I recorded the race, but for qualifying, it just didn't work. So that was cool. We are on Lab's camera angle here. I'm pretty sure this is much deeper into qualifying. Timmy Tuna is obviously on provisional pole position. Provisional pole position means that he's on pole position, but it's still available to be taken by other drivers. So we're going to be qualifying on the super soft tires, both of us. The red tire is slower than the purple tire, but the red tire lasts longer than the purple tire. So, you know, there's a lot of strategy things you can play with that. So we just decided to go for the longer lasting tire. We thought it'd be better than the ultra softs because the ultra softs die pretty quickly on this track. So we decided to go with the super softs. As you can see, Lab is smashing in a 105.7, which puts him into P6 right in front of Job, which is cool. And we're back with Robin de Boss Robo. I think we're going to be wrapping up qualifying somewhere around here, as he goes and puts a 104.6. I don't know if he continues. I don't think he does. But as you can see on your screen, it's raining. So there was rain right at the end of the qualifying. And the starting grid for today's race, we have Timmy Tuna on pole position once again for the 4th time in a row, followed by Scorp, who's less than 1/10 behind him. After that, we have Robin de Boss, followed by Job, who for the first time qualifies outside the front row. Following that, we have Brute and Stan locking up the 3rd row for the Haas team, and Johnny and Asfa Jr. coming 7th and 8th and rounding out their team's qualifying positions. In the 5th row, we have Michael and Lab coming just inside the top 10 for Sauber. And in the 2nd last row, we have Okiki and Ice Cream Sandwich. Once again, both Sauber drivers are starting all the way back from the grid today. Finally, we have Wessel, who got a no qualifying penalty and will be starting from the back of the grid today. There you go. So yeah, I just got rudely cut off from that introduction. The way my Premiere Pro was set up, I couldn't really see the audio track, so I had no idea when it was coming, and it just slapped right on the screen. But yeah, like I was saying, it is raining. It was raining at the end of the session, which was pretty cool.
I'm gonna count it down. I don't want to.
And going into the race, you see the strategy on your screen earlier. It's a one-stop. Super softs to softs. If it goes right, it's a one-stop. If nothing happens, it's a one-stop. But it's a formation lap now. And once again, the tensions are high.
Gotta wait for your turn.
Come into this doing absolutely nothing for the past 4 races, and it just has been a very stressful ride for Mr. Lab and I. So yeah, well, like I said, we haven't done anything since Spain, and that was 4, including this race, 4 races ago.
I know, but I just like it. It's a little more official, you know what I mean?
So it's been a while since we've done anything good, which is kind of depressing. So going to the formation lap, I am trying to warm up these tires, get them into the most optimal area, quite possible. That was the weirdest cut to the start of the grid. And it is lights out and away we go. We got a fantastic start. We did get out to Lab, and we do overtake him right here into the first turn. It is an absolute disaster craft. We're going to go Michael up his inside here.
Michael, oh my god!
And once again.
Yes,
Once
that's
again.
front wing.
Once again we get hit.
Holy crap, how do you... How did it die?
I was losing my mind in the party. You had to hear it. But here on Robin DeBoss Robo's camera, he makes up I think he makes up a decent amount. Yeah. He gets a nice exit coming out of this turn. He jumps Scorp, and him and Timmy or him and Job are going at it. They touched multiple times there. I think he touches the grass. You can see it crashed there. And he absolutely launches it up his inside. That was pretty nice. I'm not going to lie with you. That was a very nice move. So he gets P2. They were battling a lot. Now we're on Johnny Slav's camera. I don't even know. It's not Slav. It's not Slav. I just pronounced it Slav. It's not Slav. But he... you can... This is the third-person view of just honestly all the destruction there. His teammate off to the side did not get a first exit out of that corner, and there's Lab going stupid wide and ask for Junior kills Stan, like just murders him.
Oh wow!
Just
that calls it a safety car. Like I don't know, is there gonna be a safety
and
car?
kills him, and now in the party I am absolutely. I'm just giving it. I'm like, no.
The Stan, you have to go with.
I'm very angry. I'm just mocking the safety car. That's me pitting. I'm just mocking the safety car. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I bet the safety car won't come out, which it obviously didn't. I don't think it's come out once this league. Apparently, it's come out in the first race in Hungary, but I don't really remember that at all. But I crashed that race classically. And well, here's Robin DeBoss Robo continuing his battle with Job. As he goes on the straight, he has a DRS wide open. His engine is 156 degrees Celsius. And he's gonna, oh my god, and he loses it. He absolutely loses the back end or rear end, and just slides off track. So it was a good overtaking opportunity. He just he almost had it. He really almost had it. But yeah, the metric system is imperial or is superior than the imperial system. Just had to throw it out there. Just Timmy. So going on to the up into lap 6 here, myself and Michael. The guy who we made contact with, he launches at the...
What's he doing? He hit me again.
And he... so he launches at the inside, and then he just stops. And on my screen, it looked like he turned into me as well. And I was fuming. We did talk about that in the chats after. And apparently his foot slipped off the gas pedal. And here's Robin DeBoss Robo going in the pits, and he loses and he crashes. Oh my god. So not only in qualifying did he crash in there, I think he crashed in the race too. I'm pretty sure his ballast was cranked up to 9, maybe even 10, because his car was just loose. Yeah, you can see his car bouncing in the background. I didn't even notice that. Oh my god, if you actually skip back, you see his car bouncing down the pit lane, which is actually quite hilarious. I'm not going to lie with you. But there's Weasel, lap 14. He's leading the race. Nothing really happened for us at all this race. There hasn't been too much camera action of ourselves, except for the 2 incidents. But Oki, he just pit, and now he's behind us. But yeah, I decided to let him go because I think he was on fresh softs at the time, and I didn't want to really screw up his race. And also, I could use his toe for a little bit, which could quite possibly improve on the lap time. Yeah, his toe and his DRS could really help us. I could then save fuel and ERS, as you can see I'm in the lean mixture and the medium deploy. So I'm just trying to make out as much time as possible. Okiki ahead of me keeps locking.
Flying, if I say so. They're gonna crash. I'm calling it right now. They're gonna crash for sure.
The car will come.
Well, yeah, Lab there just predicts that, well, he makes an assumption that their Weasel and Brood is going to crash, and we're on board with Brood here to look at their battle up in lap 23 here. Oh. And Weasel's out of the race. And just like that, Brood, our Lab's prediction came true. And he's out of the race, and we're down at the P10. Our race is virtually over. Nothing to save us into this race. We have nothing going for this race.
Hey,
and it's gonna be like another.
That car didn't come out. What the? Yes! Oh my God! Yes! Oh my God! I'm going on the ultra softs.
And the miracle happened, ladies and gentlemen. This safety car comes out of absolutely nowhere to save this race for me. I pit immediately onto the super softs without a doubt. Fixed the wing that was broken into that hairpin incident up into turn 2, 3. I don't even know what that is, that hairpin thingy. But yeah, no, from here on out, this was the revival for me and Lab, or Lab and I. We knew this was it. We could capitalize from this heavily. Coming into this, I'm in P10. I actually don't know where he is. Someone dives into the pits right after the end, and already I'm going to be making up places on Okiki. With the fresh super softs though, which is obviously to be expected. They're much quicker than old softs. And now I've just got to hunt down Stan. Now that's my biggest issue. I just got to hunt down Stan. And just seriously, just make up places. I got to come in front of the Haas. Lab's got to come in front of the Haas. He's battling with Stan right now up in P6. If we both come in front of the Haas's, then we're fine. Was it Weasel that crashed out? Yes, Weasel crashed out. So, yeah, we have to come. You can see in the regular screen, you see Brood right there. Oh, and there's some contact up ahead between. Is that Johnny and is that Job? And then I think, yeah, and they made contact, and now I'm trying to see what's happening here. Lab gets put. Lab loses about 3 places here, and I think Johnny's gonna overtake him here on the right-hand turn, and we're gonna see a replay of that. We're gonna see Johnny and Scorp and Job all battling out here on lap 28. You can see there's a pretty good 3-way battle. There was really a lot of good wheel-to-wheel racing into this race, especially with I think I lost my train of thought, but there's the incident. That's awesome. I love losing my train of thought and the incident happens. That's fantastic. And then you can see Lab up ahead. He just loses every place. He was saying on in the party that he was just getting absolutely shoved outside the track. Yeah, it was kind of odd. I think they were all just angry a little bit, and they just wanted to make up places quickly, and they just didn't really see Lab as a racer. As you can see, he's just he's just getting tossed out there. But I guess it's racing. You can push him wide. It's whatever. But now it's a neck and neck battle here between Job and Johnny, or Lab and Johnny. And Johnny secures P6. Back onto my camera angle here into lap 29. And we can continue this absolutely intense battle. I right now am, I think, I'm losing a lot of time. And we make contact with Johnny. Nothing. Absolutely nothing goes right for me. I don't know. It was my fault. At the time, I thought that he broke way too early. But no, I just broke way too late. I got really excited. I thought, okay, here I can make up places. But yeah, no, he kind of did screw up his race. Unfortunately, I did receive some sort of punishment for this. So that's to look out for next race. It won't affect anything for qualifying. I just got a warning overall, and then if you accumulate 3 warnings, you get a no qualifying penalty, which I think Weasel got this race, and he's out. Unfortunately. So yeah, I'm currently ahead of one of the Haas's, which is probably the best thing. But the thing is that him behind me, I don't know if he has damage. I don't think he has damage. I have no front left of a wing. And there is, give or take, 5, I think, yeah, 5 laps. If my math is right, I'm assuming that's 5 laps. There's 5 laps. Stands behind me, and I think it's Johnny. Yeah, Johnny's behind him. And so they're both absolutely boogieing towards me. As you can see, the delta, I'm 8/10 down. I'm absolutely, like, there's just no grip. Like, it was actually, it wasn't too bad. It was doable. But we're going on board with Brood here on his fight against Job. They battled all race. Their battle was quite cool. Very clean, very clean. He cuts off Job. And he's braking a little bit in the braking zone. You can tell he's a little furious, and he turns into Job on the straight, as if he's trying to take him out or something. But we're going on to the hairpin up into turn 3 or 2. I'm not sure what this is. And he brakes really late, and he turns into Job.
No way.
And then he gets hit right after. I think that's safe to say that that's karma. It was probably the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. If you want my genuine opinion, he did get the fattest penalty, which was a warning. You might be saying that was not definitely a warning. If it happens like that again, it's a race ban for him. So he got one of the more severe warnings. Now here in the virtual safety car, I believe that I think that he was holding me up. I thought that he was holding me up. I don't know if he was. Looks like he is, so that Stan can catch up to me. I'm 2 seconds down in the delta, as you can see the virtual safety car. I was furious. And then when he didn't pit, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm dead. Like, I'm so dead here. It is unbelievable. I'm sandwiched by our rivals.
Oh, now he goes fast. Interesting.
But yeah, at the end of the virtual safety car, he picks up speed, which he didn't have for some reason, but maybe it's because he doesn't have a front wing. I don't know. Let's not make speculations. Coming down the straight here, we have DRS wide open. By the way, this place has 3 DRS zones, so overtaking is key on this track. And we don't, yeah, I don't have the inside, but he does cut loose, and he kind of turns into us. I don't think it was on purpose, though. I don't know if we have his camera angle coming up after this one, after this turn. But I don't think he ran into us on purpose. I think he just really understeered heavy.
Oh my god, if I can hold and fit, I have.
But it's whatever. Right now, we're P4 and P5. Let me remind you, Lab qualified 10th, and I qualified 12th. And we're Lab's just outside the podium, and I am just behind him. So if this ends like this, this is fantastic points for us. We're ahead of both Haas's, which I think are in first place. Yeah, currently are in first place. And you can see I'm just extending the wheel all the way to the right because there is no turn. Stands behind him, and Johnny gets let loose from Brood. And he is pacing. He's the guy that we hit earlier, going into late braking. So after this turn, I was like, you know what? No, I'm just going to let him through. I'm half on the throttle. I let him through. I'm like, there's no point in like holding him up, or like I hit him on purpose. That's the only reason why he's behind me. So I let him through for that one.
I think I just broke too late and I rear-ended him.
You know, it was just, yeah, I think it was just the right thing to do. I don't understand. There's something really bad with it. I didn't even want his toe. It was just like I felt bad, and I was like, whatever. Here's a position. But we're 2 laps away from the ending. We're in P5 though, and Brood.
Wow, this is actually a huge race for us. I think so.
Brood retires, and here's his replay of the retirement, and it's him and Stan, and they're just going at it. And teammate versus teammate, and he just boom.
Oh my god.
That was that. That was that for him. That was that for him. A little bit of contact between him and his teammate, and
That put us in
one
last,
of
but
the
sixth and
Haas's,
fourth.
I don't think he scores points. I think he scores
last
points.
and
I think he
sixth.
comes into the top 10, which then technically lets him score
He's
points.
I hope he tries it at least.
But yeah,
He
we're in
retired.
P6, which is, I guess, it is not terrible considering the fact that we qualified P12. That safety car really was a lifesaver.
He's way too far back.
But we're in the final lap here, and Timmy is gonna come home and get that race victory. As you can see, he's just gonna cross the line right there and win. Great points for Timmy, but Scorp, out of nowhere, takes away his win. Timmy's furious. There was a 3-second time penalty earlier, and a clip that I completely forgot to edit in. I edited in later. We're gonna see the replay after. Both Scorp and Timmy make contact. This is the replay here. They make contact here. This is not the penalty, but they do make contact, and that is the reason. Or that's how Scorp overtook Timmy. I think Timmy overtakes Scorp, but then just loses it after because of the time penalties. If you look at the top right of your screen, you can see it's almost close to the end of the race. So, Timmy tried to make up places. I don't think it worked out for him too well in the end. Well, obviously not. He came into second. I'm not trying to rub it in or anything. I'm just saying the facts. They had a lot of good wheel-to-wheel racing, which I could not find the clips to. I just couldn't. I had no idea what lap it was on, and then I was like, wow, this is just terrible. But yeah, we come back onto our camera, and we come across the line, and I am so happy. Just stupid happy, and I think we have to listen to this.
Red light spells danger.
Red light smells danger. So yeah, we come in a beautiful position. I know this is just so exciting. Like, you guys are, what are you doing, man? Like, you didn't even come onto the podium. But for the first time in like 4 races, one of us doesn't crash, and the other one doesn't finish dead last. I don't know what to say. I think that was a win for us. That was really a win for us. And now we get a week break to just relax and go back at it for Japan. As you can see, that is it. Scorp, then Timmy, then Job, then Lab, then Johnny, then me. So we come from 12th all the way up to 6th, and Lab comes from 10th all the way up to 4th. I think we could have done better, but the contact after the safety car, I think, really just killed us because we had no front wing. Yeah, quite a few DNFs, all the way up into P8. There's a DNF. so quite a few DNFs. Brood does score points, and Stan does as well. But it's still a very good day for the office. That's the standings. You can see Job is still leading in the driver's standings. The constructors were tied with Haas. I don't know what to say. McLaren's still there, and Ferrari is catching up quick. I just want to let you guys know they are absolutely booking it to the top. Scorp gets 25 points for this win, which was huge for him. We're still lingering in 5th. I really want to go up to 4th place. I think that's the main goal for the end here. I think I can. I don't think it's impossible, especially if Brute keeps fighting with Job like that. I think it's very possible. But there's a lot of mental games going on. After in our Discord, there was a lot of arguments. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of episode number 2 for Austria. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, comment, and quite possibly subscribe. And I don't know if I'm gonna record Japan. I think I might. But yeah, January 27th is the race date, so you guys will have to wait and see, I guess. But yeah, it is gonna be exciting, that is for sure. I can't wait. And I hope to see you there. Oh, also, we got a legitimate steward, so that's cool. But yeah, see you guys later. Bye. Yeah, alright, bye.